Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Berry here. I sure do miss seeing you in the library, but I hope you're all doing well. Can't wait to see you soon. Today is the last day of April, which is National Poetry Month. And as we finish out this month and begin the month of May, I want to continue to share one more poem with you. This one is from the book called Out of Wonder, Poems Celebrating Poets by Kwame Alexander. This is a brand new book to our collection, and you may recognize that author's name. Kwame Alexander is the author of the celebrated Crossover series, which has those books have been on our Bluebonnet list in recent years. And Kwame Alexander in this book is not publishing books by famous poets, but he and two others have written poems about famous poets. And so that's kind of a cool concept. On this table of contents page, you may recognize some of the names of these famous poets from throughout history: Robert Frost, Langston Hughes, Emily Dickinson, E. E. Cummings. But the one we're going to read today together is the last one on the page, How Billy Collins Writes a Poem, celebrating Billy Collins. You may know that Billy Collins is a modern-day poet. He was one of our nation's poet laureates in recent times. And this poem is about how he writes a poem. For those of you who have tried your hand at writing your own poetry recently, maybe you tried the poetry machine that I posted on your Google Classroom, your library Google Classroom. And if you've ever thought, I'm not very good at writing poetry, or I don't know how to write a poem, this poem is for you because it tells you how a famous poet writes his poems. Before we read it, I want you just to notice the things on this page. There's a simple bowl of oatmeal and a window with the wind blowing. Just very simple, ordinary things. As we are reading, I want you to think about what type of poem this is, and I'll give you a little challenge at the end. How Billy Collins Writes a Poem, celebrating Billy Collins. When you first wake up, notice how your mother's voice calling you to breakfast sounds like a fire alarm. Watch the steam rising off your oatmeal like tiny clouds and guess where it goes. Pay attention to the smallest things. A fly buzzing near the kitchen window, bright rocks in the driveway, the handful of marbles in your pocket, and the sound they make when you walk. Imagine that the leaves spinning in the wind on the walk to school are alien ships, and that barking dogs belong to a prince. At night, when the stars seem close, reach up and grab some. Our lives are made from these things, and when you describe them, you discover magic. It's the way your pen becomes a wand in your hand, and this may be the only thing you need to know. Just a couple of challenges here. If the next time you see me, if you can tell me what kind of poem that was, the poem about Billy Collins, I will give you 10 hound bucks and for next year. And if you have tried your hand at the poetry machine and shared that with me in some way, then remind me early next fall when we're back together, and I'll give you hound bucks for that as well. Thanks everyone for celebrating Poetry Month with me. Can't wait to see you again. Love you. Bye.